Viewer discretion is advised. Side quest is a shit show.
Greetings and welcome to Side Quest. The show that should have happened but didn't previously is happening now, definitely this time for sure. I, despite appearances, am, I assure you, still Arcturus the Black Compass of Sarthos. And I'm joined by my castmates, the Thief!
Hi, everybody.
Hey, the Thief! And Radagast Pendagast the normal hued.
Did you say Radagast the Brown?
I'm not covered in shit.
That's a reference only the highest order of nerds will understand,
I mean,
ladies and gents.
Covered in shit, he's just full of shit.
Not
It's
quite so.
acceptable. It's a trade-offs. Trade-offs, right? The good, the bad, the up, the down.
Indeed.
And last
I guess
but
that's
not
the brown lining?
least, Isaac Ikram, who went from Warrior Slayer and is now a desert princess because they happened to find the right noble who hated their son that much, and everything's going swimmingly for them.
Dead or just succeeding or failing up. One of the two.
Always fail up, never down.
Yes, agreed. It's life lesson there. Always fail up, not down.
Wait, so if you're a princess now, does that mean you have like a tiara somewhere that is not here but unguarded or guarded?
Yeah, but it messes with my my hair. So the other caster usually wears it and likes to pretend. I like to keep her happy. She's an illusionist and an enchanter. They're terrifying.
They make for good sex parties.
But I'm fine. I'm still having to hide out with the Whispering Monks. It's okay. I mean, I'm just in the penitent chamber where they're allowed to scream. I don't have to make it least. Any case, greetings, Magoggonite Paul Farrell, and I'll Magoggonite Theater W, True Horror Stories, Assassin the Grey. Glad you could all make it, and anyone else here. Start announcing your arrival, so I don't know how to handle this. Any case, we're just gonna move on and pretend everything's fine.
How is your new life as Friar Fuck going?
I like Friar Fuck Twit. Can we make it Friar Fuck Twit?
Yes.
Because it's kind of a tongue twister too. Try saying that 3 times fast, chat. Friar Fuck Twit, Friar Fuck Twit, Friar Fuck Twit.
Friar Fuck Twit, Friar Fuck. I tripped in my teeth.
As always, as salt is rubbed in the wounds here, the instructions are in the description. Via Streamlabs or Super Chats, you can influence the show in a variety of absolutely terrible ways. Streamlabs will be handled by a thief. This time, who already has something to read. Every signal you throw our way compels Magog to continue compelling us to do things.
Indeed. And don't you guys forget about the memberships option as well. You can become an exclusive member of the Side Quest Questers Club by clicking that little join button down there. For only $5 a month.
Also,
Cygnus a month.
there is merch, so you can get the get a possible portrait of the only person on this show that matters, and that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Chad,
thief.
I've recently gotten on the cases of all of my co-hosts to get on that grift grind because we've been lacking of late.
I just like showing my cool painting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about the grift grind.
I
just
give a
wanted
fuck
to
about
show
the
it
grift
to my
grind.
face.
Like,
Well, yeah, no, it is money, so.
It is money.
You have a point. You have a point.
I always do. Especially when it pertains to
Money.
the shinies. But on the point of shinies, we do have a Streamlabs that came in, or Stream Lobotomy, I believe it was what we decided to call it last week. Did we not?
Streamler bottom.
Stream Lobotom. Okay, I guess we're changing that. But Brian donated 20 Signas 2 hours before the show even went live to say, sorry I'm going to miss the show, but I am exhausted and must sleep. Healing suppositories for everyone. Hang on a second. That's not going anywhere near my butt. I will take the death. Thank you very much.
Look, just because it's mint for that oil doesn't mean you have to put it there, although you should probably hope it hasn't been quality assurance tested.
Wait. Okay, hang on. How do you quality assurance test for suppositories? Do you have to, like, check them before you mass produce them for the public?
See, we don't know because we don't have quality assurance here.
Right, and that
if
is
we
probably...
do, it's probably just some peasant who pops and then pops back out.
Our women still put arsenic as a beauty thing on the back of their tongue. Like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, quite frankly.
Right, but I mean, do you pop it in, then you pop it back out like Ark is saying? Or is there, like, a lick test going on here? I must know.
I was about to say, why would you lick something that's going in someone's butt? But then I realized I could answer my own question.
Yeah, I think most can. Before we get too deep into the nitty-gritty of the suppository conversation, I do want to say that Niska has donated 50 Signas already 4 minutes in to say, Fina! I miss you so much.
Oh, wow. She yelled it so loud it broke
did.
the thief's audio crystal temporarily.
That's not all. Have 50 Signas for whatever you want, Quarter Orc War Goddess, XOXOs, and gropes, if I'm allowed. Do you consent to the gropes? Okay.
Of course, but only the booty. Because there's more there. You'll get your money's worth.
That's fair. Can confirm.
Shut up! That was supposed to be between us!
Oh, it definitely is between us.
Something's between us. They can figure out what it is, though.
Something is between all of us.
Let your imagination soar.
Indeed.
Hopefully it's not the suppositories.
That would be a very...
That'd be weird.
Weird. That's an image. Oh, I'm gonna have that in my nightmares, aren't I? Oh gosh. That's gonna come back to haunt me.
I'm not sure if it's a nightmare yet.
Overlord hasn't, told us how this is going to be used.
Oh, by the way, is it within my possibility to just kill everybody for the 50?
Yeah, that's in fact not going to expend all of it. So, sure,
yeah,
go for it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Hopefully they don't stay dead for 4 minutes. It's supposed to go off. This is interesting because it's supposed to go off immediately. Maybe I'll just fuck with something. Just fuck with
We're all dying.
At your disposal.
Right.
Enjoy the peaceable silence from.
Chat, before they come back, how much you spend the other half of that 50?
Go. It's getting worse.
And the call is coming from inside the house. What? Okay. Tell me how you want me to spend the rest of that 50 Signas. Also, hello, Niska. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you again. And suppository scissoring. No. Just no. Anyway. Work mommy booty. Yes, that it's you can grab. You have helped armor the booty, so you may grab the booty. Technically, armor the titties. But yeah, tell me what you want me to do with the rest of that 25 so I can cause as much chaos as possible. Fiza, your card animation is by far the best. Of course it is. Hey, was there really any doubt? Ever? Of course it is. Do not share suppositories. I am not 100% sure on what the function of a suppository is, but considering what little information I do know about this particular form of medicine, yeah, doesn't sound like something that you'd share between people, if you were sane. Which means I might do it, because you can't tell me what to do. I will share if I want to. But I'm too greedy, so I won't. So anything you want, hon. I don't know. DM me later. Well, there's a lot of things I want. I have to narrow it down. We can do it together, and you can get that groping. Good evening, y'all. Eat, drink, and be merry. Always. Anything I want to use it for. I want to use it to cause problems. But... it's a pole dance. Nope. Fool's fire or wrapped with guilt than a masochist mask so she can insult you. Yeah, you could ask for a masochist mask. Fool's fire. Sure. Or wrapped with guilt. So I guess I can pick who I inflict it on.
Incredibly, we have all reached out.
So, to answer your question about what a suppository is, it's basically like medicine that you shove up your butt to cure dysentery. I don't think it works, though, because that sounds like charlatan hogwash to me.
It really does. I mean, could you imagine saying, it's like, yeah, here's this thing to cure what ails you, you just have to put it in your butt. I'd be like, no, you're trying to fuck with me, Alchemist.
I feel like this is one of those stepbro moments that you see on the Wednesday documentary side shows on Pornhub.
Yeah, as an alchemist, I have tried to stay away from trying to sell anything that isn't drank. I mean, I don't have any of my potions handy, but they don't go up there. You just drink them. It's a hard market to get into. It really is. It's just, why would you want to?
Listen, if an old wizened man with a beard and some half-moon spectacles comes up to you and says, do you want to cure your ailment? I know how. Shove this up your butt. Do not listen to him. He's probably a pedophile. I'm just putting that out there.
How old are you all? I mean, you all look physically mature and whatnot, but if this is something you have to be worried about, I'm thinking you might have pulled something of a con here.
I look really young.
Are you all jailbait?
Is that what this is? I don't have a beard. I do not have a beard, is the thing.
I don't totally understand the what the chat is suggesting that I do with the last half of my 50. So I just want Arcturus and the Thief to switch places.
Oh. Okay.
Switch. Because that one's my favorite.
That's activation of Freaky Flagon, and it's been activated. Oh boy, have you checked out my cleavage lately? It is my shining asset on my chest.
Do you also get under boob sweat?
Oh boy, do I. Why, it's practically what do they call it? A Niagara Falls? Yes, between my cleavage. It is amazing and majestic. Why, it is a veritable rainbow.
This salty sea imposter is not nearly endued enough to be our graceful and ever so eloquent thief. I disagree.
Looking dead on like you're not allowed to be near kids. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. You know, I just hung this up too. Like literally before the show. It went away, and you made me take it out again. Do you know what you've done?
But I love
maybe you do more laundry.
You inconvenienced me. No, I don't do my laundry. Someone else does it. But I have to, put it on the floor for someone to take care of for me. Because I am a rich, wannabe noble whoremonger general, don't you know?
You're not rich anymore. You are a poor peasant, basically. You've had everything taken away from you and have to hide out with the scariest... what are they called? Faith haver peoples. I don't do words. Oh, hold on. I need to buy some time.
I've been informed by the chat that it's not boob sweat, it's humidititties, which I love infinitely more.
Infinity more?
Infinity more!
Oh, words. We love them. I kind of feel like a Jedi right now. Not gonna lie.
I've also been informed that I can make pancakes with the boob sweat, and that's... Wow. That was quite an emotional roller coaster I just went on, chat. Thank you.
You should hide your younglings from me if you know what's good for them.
From humidity pancakes?
No, your younglings. Because then I'm Dark Anakin right now.
Alright, we can.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like I
Never
switched
be
with Dark
Anakin,
quite
you're
as
just
well
not.
as I needed to.
Prowler store Darth Vader.
Oh boy, where's my crew? I should sure go for some salty sea people.
You mean semen?
Just out of frame, one of Nameless Thief's crewmen hits their head on a door.
I'm kind of digging this look, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might steal this look from Arcturus
You look
when
like
we're no longer.
ready for the desert.
I feel ready for the desert. Maybe I'll wear this when I come visit you next.
Sure.
And it's too hot for this right now, though.
Bad scene.
Well,
love
that
it.
was humiliating.
Scene.
You should be used to that by now.
Definitely right now.
Exactly. Can't believe you were going around cupping your non-existent titties.
The reason I'm making fun of you is because you constantly made fun of me
Look,
when I was
I
like,
don't
"You're
have
bad."
a push-up brassiere. I have to do what I can.
Does this look like... Okay. Wrong question. I was going to ask you to look like a push-up brassiere.
I
It
don't know.
definitely pushes things.
Get closer to the crystal.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just glad that when you swap places that you don't wind up in those pants that Arcturus has.
Oh gosh, have you seen those pantaloons? The amount of fluffing that must
Yeah,
go into that.
I-
You know how many potato crops are single-handedly every single year devastated simply for the sake of Arcturus's wardrobe? Let me tell you, you do not get stiff ruffles just by themselves. It takes an entire village's crop worth of potatoes to develop enough starch to stiffen the ruffles.
Here's a question. When you
Ever
said
so
potatoes,
elegantly.
I got really confused and thought you meant cotton, because surely that's the thing that grows on a plant that you would put in pants, and like Arcturus was putting mashed potatoes in his pants.
No. So
I
you
revere
boil the potatoes, you take the potato water, you soak the clothing in the potato water to get them all nice and starchy, and then you fold them in the desired shape, dry them in front of heat, and that is how you get them to be so stiff.
Oh, yes, I understand that now. It just took me a while to get there, and I just
Right.
wanted to share the journey with you because these the mental image of pants full of mashed potatoes is kind of great.
I do kind of like the idea of Arcturus being out there in swimming. His junk is swimming in a whole pile of mashed potatoes
Or
stuffed
even
in his pants.
Even
In the
funnier.
good old days, I would collapse entire towns that starved to death just to maintain my wardrobe.
We've had a potato famine here as well, but it was caused by Arcturus and not the British monarchy.
Right. Arcturus single-handedly wiped out several villages with his need for stiff clothing.
I need healing.
He didn't even eat them afterward.
Right, he just poured the potatoes out onto the floor. Didn't let the peasants eat them or enjoy them in any capacity. He just stepped on them. Danced over the graves of the potatoes like they were no one's business. And laughed and pointed at the peasants and their suffering.
I mean, that last part is definitely true.
Yeah.
Yes,
Of all that-
fine. As
You
you
can
taught me
believe me,
with
'cause I would
the
never lie
good
to you,
old
Chad.
days.
Tell me I'm not wrong. That's exactly what Ark would do.
I was a man once.
Now he is no
Oh,
more.
a man.
And now he is a eunuch monk.
Oh, hold on, it's not that bad yet, and so far, at least, everything that's been cut off has come back after death. So far. Mind you, I had to hang out, I had to move between monasteries, you know, because they notice when someone gets a finger back they cut off. You can't stick around after that.
Well, that's just goes to show, chat. You should not donate your health potions to Ark. They will backfire because reasons.
Why didn't you just cut the finger off again for continuity?
Right.
I like having fingers. Plus, if you lose both of them,
And
they
I'm
try
sure-
to kill you next, and I think they'd notice that wasn't sticking soon enough.
I'm
Look,
sure
hold
you
on.
enjoy having a finger, just
Yeah.
like I'm sure that Spider-Man enjoys having an Uncle Ben. But it's not a Spider-Man story without you killing off Uncle Ben, and it's not an Arcturus story without immense pain and suffering to your finger.
Hold on, they've got a Spider-Man?
They do. I've seen the documentary. It's quite fascinating. Sometimes he shoots webs out of his
Wrist?
holes.
It's
wrist
basically
holes.
an analogy for puberty.
Right. And sometimes he makes it himself, but either way, he's getting the sticky white stuff everywhere.
That's not where spiderwebbing comes from.
Then I have to sit there and wonder who the hell cleans up after him.
Now, hold on, that offends me. There's not a spider on Volvo Earth that I'm aware of that shoots webbing from its limbs. They shoot webbing all right, but from the other end.
Yeah,
She's
but
saying-
if he shot webbing from the other end, then he wouldn't be an immensely popular kid's character now.
Right. You cannot be a superhero for the children and shoot sticky white stuff out of your wrong
Anything.
end.
This
Except for
inaccuracy offends me and angers me.
They were really towing the line
Your
with that one,
Spider-Man
weren't
is terrible.
Stanley knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what the hell he
they?
was
He's
doing.
just like, you know what? How much can I get away with?
I am the world with a masturbation joke, and I'm not gonna tell anybody now because it got way bigger than I intended.
He's
Okay, look,
dead now, so
speaking
he
of,
doesn't
you
have
have-
to answer for it.
You have 15 signas to use to apparently torment the rest of us with.
Indeed, indeed. Don't forget that.
Oh, right.
And chat, you don't forget that you have a join button there next to the subscribe button, as well as the ability to donate to see any one of us lovely co-hosts attack the other, or switch places with, or pretend to be paranoid. Well, not really pretend, because it's definitely genuine, I think.
All right.
And
Next
a
order.
variety of other things.
Yes. Do the things, buy the things of the face of the me. Unfortunately, there's no pictures of the thief's boobs. But for my next order, by the way, I would like a smoking rat to speak gibberish and the thief translate for him.
Ooh. Who's the smoking rat?
That's an activation of the tabula. It's looking and wait, what?
I fucked up. No, it's fine. Keep going.
She broke the fourth wall. That is -1 health point.
Yes. I will take the damage. That could be a new rule. How's that?
Let's establish that. I feel like that's
Let's
a good
establish that rule. I gladly take my damage. I apologize.
I understand you were
Let's move
discussing
on.
vermin, and if you're not talking about yourself, then Pendergast is the next likely candidate.
Indeed.
Mhm. What do you got to
So-
say about that? Again?
So, yes, yeah.
I agree. Of all of the superheroes, Spider-Man is probably one of the most relatable on the continuity spectrum. However, I also think that he is unrelatable because who the fuck lives with their aunt and uncle except for Will Smith in Bel-Air.
That's
Yeah.
not the argument. Diamata. Sarah. That's
Great.
not the thing. Backtrack. Yeah.
Liza, he says he likes your teeth, but they could be sharper.
Yeah, they could. I'm kind of slacking.
Yeah. Is there like a special regiment, like a beauty morning regiment that you do where you just kind of like shuck the bark off trees with your lower jaw?
I mostly just chew on a stick, which is actually not too far from what you're saying, actually, now that I think about it.
Wow, I'm so good at this game. Okay, head to guest. What else?
Secondly, Aitawaka. Marisol.
Arcturus, he thinks you could be doing a better job as the host leader for the stream.
Pentacast, you bastard! You want to run this? I will turn this show around right now, and you can take us through it for the rest of it.
This here meta. Sakara Buddha. Zera.
He said his goggles are better than your goggles because yours are just second-rate antiques, whereas his are the real deal.
Yes, my God help you, Bios is rusty nuts. When I finally climb out of this shithole I'm in, I am coming for you. Wait, after you, in a menacing fashion, not...
Pentagast, coming
He also... Oh, okay, I'll tell him. He also says that he rocks earth tones better than you ever could, Ark.
Touche. That's fair enough.
He's coming to us from a wretched hive of scum and villainy somewhere near you.
Hey.
It sounds like Jabba the Hutt.
I cannot wait for Pentagast to release his own personal line of alchemical clothing.
Ooh.
I feel like that would take off really well.
Could you imagine mood-changing clothing?
Right? So what okay, all right. So let's imagine here you're happy. What color is your outfit?
Yellow?
Okay, that seems basic.
Yeah.
Okay, you're angry. You'd be red, right? Or if you're amorous or feeling a little bit sexual, would it be also red? Or would it be a different red? Would it be purple?
Purple?
Because I feel like purple is more of a royal color, which gives you a sense of superiority over other people. So if you're feeling particularly prideful, purple would be the color to go with.
See, we would never know if Arcturus was the test for this. We would never know if it was working or not because it'd just be purple constantly.
I think you're right. Because he does have that.
Who made you color mages who dictate this crap?
I know about magic. I just can't do it.
I would never align myself with any sort of magical shenanigans. Magic users are dirt. Except for the ones that I personally endure. And that's only for my own selfish reasons.
I mean, like, same, but they're also fun to have around.
Right? I know. You can take advantage of the fact that they can do shit with their hands, just waving it around, going, woo, look at me.
We are reaching the midway point of the first hour. I would like to note that even though Pfizer is taking the time using the last 5 signals to do something from the lowest end of the spectrum, you could all still interfere and we'll even prioritize.
Pfizer would never debase yourself as to do you, Arcturus, having
Arcturus,
been...
to those ends, why don't you remind us what the bottom tier is? Just for me and the chat.
Health potion, self-explanatory, heals, or Lash Out, a good old-fashioned insult of someone. There's Backstab, which is, trying to do so in a nice way. Backhanded compliment, that sort of thing. Tree of Woe, where you try to impress someone, or someone is obligatory impressed by you doing something. And finally, Masochist Mask, where you insult someone, but you take the damage yourself.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Wonderful.
I could take a health potion, but I'm not a bitch. So, Arcturus, activate Tree of Woe, and then look at this adorable thing.
Wait, you gotta look at that.
No, but it sounded better the way I did.
It's so cute! Oh,
Cat.
It's adorable! Well, it's just exotic.
Aww. Does it
It is
squeak?
pure magic in ceramic feline form.
It doesn't make any noises?
It's the case for very tiny audio crystals.
Ooh, fancy.
It's very cute. It's got ears. There we go.
I myself
That's been spent.
have something much greater in the terms of woe. It's a mega pint of wine!
She doesn't get to do that, but she could if you donated 5 signals for Tree of Woe.
Right.
Yeah,
Give me
no,
Tree of
no,
Woe,
no,
and I'll
no,
show
no,
you
no.
something unforgettable, chat.
Anyway.
Look, I don't know if it's typical of all Whispering Monk monasteries, just for the record, but this one doesn't make even booze. I understand that some of the monks over there make wines and alcohols. These guys here, they make poisons.
See, now I actually feel sorry for you because I was saying one of the good things about a monastery is most of them make wine and cheese, but they're not even a fun monastery. They cut your finger off and don't even make booze.
Yeah, no booze, just poisons. And if you think that's bad, they've got a medical wing, but unlike other medicals where they try to save people, they just given up on that shit here, so they send all the people that are going to die anyway, and they just try to make it relatively painless. They don't try to save shit. It's really depressing, but they're pretty happy with their work, apparently.
I think they might be sadists. I think you might be housing with sex perverts.
Oh, no, the monks of Karas are... They're very...
I mean,
they think they're doing very nice things.
what if what this monastery does is they take the dying people, let them die as painlessly as possible, and then they make drinks and cheeses out of them?
How do you make cheese
just
out
poisons.
of a person?
Just
I
poisons
don't
here.
know. There's
It takes-
probably a way.
It takes milk. How do you get milk from a dead body?
I
Not
really
all.
don't want to know the answer.
I'm not. That's the thing. I mean, I
Like
I
know
haven't
how you
really-
get-
I haven't really thought about it, but it just was a question. You know, maybe that's what they're doing.
Right, but like in a world where you can get milk juice from Pentagast's hat, you might be able to get milk from a dead body.
Do they
You
also
know.
still meat pies?
I bet they do.
That's an
I've heard they're
interesting-
good.
Interesting thing you bring up.
I
I
had-
may
I
have
had-
to try and see if I can get hat cheese, possibly.
Oh, I bet you can.
Maybe
You
if I let
probably
it store
hat
it long enough.
cheese,
Maybe.
crumbly, or maybe the spreadable kind. Or
I'm
maybe the
guessing it's
sliced kind.
probably crumbly. I would,
Probably
if I had
crumbly.
to guess. Yeah, probably.
Like blue cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, it is blue. That is, but yeah. I don't know how long it'd take. That's the thing.
I would love to taste your hat cheese
Well,
whenever it
something
happens.
No one ever thought they would hear.
No.
Yeah, I'll say
No.
they should be clipping that one. That's vile.
No? You keeping your hat cheese all to yourself then? Is that
what?
what I'm hearing?
I haven't made any yet, but I probably would share it. But
And put it on some crackers, maybe
So-
on a salad.
yeah, it might make a good spread at a, if there's ever like I have to entertain guests or something, it's not
If
likely.
If you
What?
bring the hat cheese, I will bring dried apricots from across the seas, and we will have a nice charcuterie board start. All right?
You know,
Okay,
this
all right.
reminds me of a sort of a question. If you eat a shark that ate a man, is it cannibalism? Not to say that's related, just wondering.
How far along digested is the man inside of the shark before you eat the shark? And are you eating the stomach of the shark, or are you just eating the meat of the shark that isn't actually the internal organs?
I have a question. Is anyone else worried that the thief is going to give up her her plank for a sign that says "Live, Laugh, Love" now that she's invented a shatush, whatever?
I
Or-
will bring upper class suburban female white culture to the bride, and then it will spread throughout the rest of the lands. We'll
Next-
become step wine moms in no time, ladies. and
Next in the brine, a Starbucks and UGG boots.
I don't.
are you ready, chat? Are you ready for that?
Can
I
you
don't-
live, laugh, love, chat?
I don't want to be a wine mom. I'm happy being Pentagast.
Pentagast, we are going to be wine moms together, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, we're not. I'm taking
Yes,
my
yes,
head
we
cheese
are.
and I'm leaving.
No, you cannot leave with your head cheese. The head
Yep.
cheese is integral to the charcuterie board.
It's hat cheese. I'm taking
Don't-
my hat cheese and leaving.
You need
Yeah.
Did I say head cheese? What?
No, she heard head cheese, which you're confused as to what I'm bringing, and it's actually a head.
The hat cheese
That is
is
acceptable.
head cheese. It's just a different kind.
No, it's I just bring a decapitated head on top of a wheel of cheese.
Hey, as long as they're pickled eyeballs from a decapitated head, we're good. Pickled vegetables is one of the delicacies of the charcuterie board.
Well, I mean,
Ark, what are you bringing to the charcuterie board?
The plague.
So you're bringing pickles then?
Sure.
Okay, so Ark has the pickled pickles. Fiza is bringing the pickled eyeballs.
With pickled pickles, wouldn't that just be syphilis?
It could be. We'll find out when we get there. I will be bringing apricot. And Pentagas will be bringing his head milk cheese.
yes. Whatever it is currently, yes.
Do not call the wine moms. They are eternal. We are legion.
And then we will have mimosas.
Oh, breakfast mimosas. There's nothing better. I have grown very accustomed to life on the sea, and oh my gosh, are they the best.
I'm not an alcoholic, I'm just cultured, right, Susan?
Mm-hmm. If it's alcohol before breakfast, it's breakfast mimosa, alright? If it's alcohol at noon, it's a margarita or Bloody Mary. You know, ice is rather difficult to get in the Wraith Sea these times. It's rather hot outside, but I would pay a small fortune in Signas to get it, because I deserve it. Believe it or not.
No, it's not at all unusual to drink before noon, Roxanne. Now go back to your cubicle, I'm having a break.
It's
Discuss what
time
you
for my
deserve.
afternoon cocktail.
I have a few things I know you deserve, but it's not one of those.
I feel incredibly like underclassed right now. I really do.
Naturally, darling. We will educate you in the school of wino, Mom.
That's
We're getting too classy, dial it back. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
There's
more suburban.
Where's my drinking horn?
I mean,
Where is it?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I've been very upset since you were talking about the potato water and the genocide of all of the potatoes
Yes.
and the
let's revisit
fields of the
big
endless
genocide.
fields of potato graves. I have been very distracted, felt very wounded by this. I don't know why I feel so much for the potatoes, but I do.
I
think
have
of-
a question.
I mean, yeah.
Potato grave would imply that they didn't already come from the ground in the
You
first place.
were the one who brought up that they're all in graves. That's why I was trying to figure. I'm like,
No,
Where
they,
does
they became mashed and then they were stuffed inside of Ark's pants. That's very different.
Reburied fucking potato.
that's what I thought you were talking about. Is that they squeezed all of the water out of them and then they just reburied them. That's what I thought. I'm like,
No.
there must, there's some place in Sothos where there's just fields of endless graves, and everyone's like, "What is this?" Oh, this is the potato genocide of the Third Age in 745.
There's just a hole full of mashed potatoes, like a scene from Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs in a swimming pool.
Oh,
I mean,
instead of twice baked, it's twice buried potatoes.
right? Yeah. I mean, does it denote which god the potato worshipped? Are there markers? Are they unmarked graves? Is it a mass grave, or are they all individually buried? This is what I want to know.
Grave. It's a mass grave.
Oh, it's a mass
because they're all mashed together, so it's a mashed grave, actually.
Is there?
Oh,
Yes.
so
Is there
so
like
it's
a Spud Pantheon
that might, I don't know.
with the
I've-
potato patriarch?
I
The
just
Great Spud Pantheon. It is actually a matriarchy of potatoes. The female potatoes being that of the sweet potatoes, so they are orange. On occasion, also purple. Did you know you can get actually pink mashed potatoes?
See, that was
It has
my-
nothing to do with blood.
I assumed that the potato pantheon would be a patriarchy because of the alliteration fact, but unfortunately that's a reductionist stereotype, and quite frankly I should be ashamed of myself for offending the potatoes.
How fucking dare you offend the potato matriarchy?
Really
How dare you? The sweet potatoes are the superior of the potato race.
I should be like canceled for offending potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Feelings of spuds, the Yukon Gold and Idaho.
Yep.
I apologize.
Maybe in this case you wouldn't be canceled. You'd just be hashed, possibly.
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
I think that is an acceptable punishment for this here spud.
perhaps diced.
I declare myself a hash brown.
Diced and quartered.
Diced and quartered. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I've been quiet for a while, and it was really because I was very distracted by the suffering of
The suffering of the potatoes.
yes, all of them.
We should take out the eyes of the potato.
Potato lives matter.
Right. It's a thing.
Potato lives matter.
No, they didn't matter to Arcturus's pants.
Obviously.
Look, none of your lives matter to me. Why would I care about potatoes?
Because the spud matriarchy demands your respect and subservience to their spud-like ways.
No,
I am equally parts baffled and horrified by one, Pentagast's extensive fan fiction for potatoes past, and two, the way it seems to have infected both of you like some sort of potato fungus.
I'm disturbed that this is the second time in a row I've been on with the thief and I've started a fucking cult.
This is becoming quite the habit, isn't it?
I will say there are some non-believers out there. Someone is talking about yams. I won't name them, but they know who they are. We'll have none of that yam nonsense.
Filthy yam Protestant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Filthy,
that's definitely
dirty yams.
Don't think I forgot about the great and patient
full up on
Wash.
cults here.
Wash.
Oh, hail the
still
great
loves you, though.
sphincter.
Wash still loves you, though. No.
Do you think Wash helps with like the cleaning of the potatoes? I mean, if I remember right,
No,
you have to wash
stop it!
potatoes, right?
Stop that right now.
What?
We're not having a mashing of the cults.
We're not?
No,
we
we're not.
refer to the Lord.
That is an
we need
affront
to
unto
stand
the great
tall.
Ram, the great god of potatoes.
I'm just saying, who eats dirty potatoes?
I will not be silenced.
They must be clean somehow.
My head, this hurts.
As
This is religious persecution. Fuck you.
this is religious persecution. I'm persecuting you. Get over it. Okay, I will say this as the speaker for the Great Potato, as the only person on the stream who's actually ever consumed a raw potato live on the air. I get to claim that. It is my birthright. None of you can say that you have done that.
Did you gain its power?
I have gained vision into the
So
mind of the Great Potato.
Okay. So
Nothing
eating
is
potatoes claims that you gain that power. That
Indeed.
So
like
earlier
how-
there was a discussion about sharks.
But you have
And
to eat them
eating
raw.
If you ate a shark that ate a man, do you gain the power of the man and the shark then? Like, I'm not even worrying about the cannibalism.
Only if you eat the
Right.
shark's heart.
But what about the man's? If you eat do you have to eat
That is
all
still
of it?
cannibalism.
I'm just trying. Look, what way do you gain the power of both things? What is the simplest way? This is what I want to know.
You eat the muscle and the sinew in order to gain the strength and resilience of
But not the
the
bone.
creature, but not the bone. For the
Okay.
bone is brittle
Because sharks only have
and can
cartilage.
break easily, and that also too is really, really difficult to digest. But not impossible. You just have to grind it down into bone meal. But unless you have a grinder for bone meal in the middle of the ocean, you're not going to have much luck with that. So you're just going to have to forgo the
But
bones,
you do have to
offer
keep
the
it
muscle and tissue, skip the
Okay.
fat because that's gonna not help you in the long stretch of things. It
Swallow the
might
shark
keep you
teeth.
buoyant, but it won't actually give you the strength to cross the seas.
Sit
As
down.
As an agent of the Great and Patient Watch, I feel the need to tell you his message of, bitch, what the fuck?
He asked me a question. I was answering the question. What do you want from me?
And she's
Less
lying
of a
to you,
succinct
Pendergast. You have
answer?
to eat. It's all about swallowing shark teeth. That's the way it works.
Oh,
You're gonna swallow shark teeth
is that?
I'm not.
into your gullet.
I don't.
I'm expecting Pendergast.
But
Why
yes,
would
don't
I-
do that.
No. This has gotten all twisted around. I just wanted to know how to gain more power so that, I don't know, I wouldn't be.
Eat raw
You?
potatoes.
Yeah, more me. Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah,
What power
more
is you
me.
expecting to gain from a shark anyway? The power to nearly suffocate from tickling?
What?
Maybe you'd
What?
be able to communicate with the mer of our world better.
You'd probably be able to sleep with half of your brain.
Yeah, you could do that.
Which half?
Probably makes the show easier to do.
Alternating.
Oh, it alternates?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can half of you wakes up, half of you still asleep.
Right.
Imagine
And
how
at
productive-
one half is perpetually in a creative state, the other half is perpetually in an arithmetic state, and so you're like switching between tortured genius and autistic genius.
Right.
Like, imagine how productive you could be.
Yeah, but it's just even if it takes like that double amount of sleeping time necessary, or would it happen?
Indeed.
Well, in any case, you could develop more. I'd be willing to steal those shark powers.
This
I
is-
mean, I'm stuck being bipolar here, but that's mostly because of my God's magic fuckery.
You also get a never-ending supply of teeth.
Yeah, but wait, if we're talking sharks, there's a never-ending supply anyway, because they literally just use them and lose them, use them and lose them, and use them and lose them,
Yeah,
and
that's what I
wash
said.
up on the shore. That's it. You don't even have to eat the shark to get the teeth.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I said if you had shark powers, your teeth would just keep regrowing, so you'd have an endless supply of teeth.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They're just your teeth.
Although-
that works.
So basically, a shark is just a mobile swimming tooth factory. That's what you're saying.
Part of it, yes.
On one hand, if you did swallow shark teeth, you would probably have to debase
Wait.
yourself with a suppository at that point. I mean, there's no getting around that.
Oh,
You
it
say
might
shark
work its way out
teeth?
eventually.
Yes.
Okay, because I thought you said shark teats, and I was like, I don't want to eat that either. I don't want to
Sharks-
swallow that.
Wait, do sharks have teeth?
I didn't think they did. I was like, what kind of sharks have you run across?
They're
That's
not-
not a shark.
They're not mammals.
Yeah, they're not mammals. They don't have
So how
teats.
do you feed baby sharks then?
They
I
eat
don't-
meat.
They eat.
Like right out of the womb?
They actually, here's some bad news. They actually eat them in the womb.
What?
It's basically survival of the fittest inside mama.
Oh wait. So there's multiple baby sharks swimming around in mama's womb, right? And then when it's time to birth the babies, it's whoever is eaten less that survives.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
You have turned a shark's womb into the Thunderdome.
It's literally the Thunderdome. It is Highlander in that bitch.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Octagon!
Yeah, something like that. Yes, it's very interesting.
I'm upset, but also intrigued. Can we get a stealth cam up some mama shark at some point? See what goes on. I'm curious now. I really need to know.
I don't know.
Can we like ultrasound mama shark just to
You
Get a
go
good
ahead and
look.
try that. Go for it.
Yeah,
do they give sharks ultrasounds?
don't
I
think-
know I've seen like
I don't think so.
Look, honestly, I'm absolutely baffled, but you're absolutely well impressed. I mean, I didn't expect any of you to know anything about the
Some
anatomy
sharks,
of marine life. It's just really quite
some
surprising.
sharks do have eggs though. Some do lay eggs though.
What?
There's some that do live birth and some that do eggs.
wait, like in a nest or like in a person?
Why the hell would a shark lay eggs in a person?
Well, I saw the documentary. I think it was Alien. All right, that was an apex predator, and it was laying eggs in people,
Yeah, but
and the people were hatching right out of the chest, like what?
Or do you
it's-
think tigers also lay eggs?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, those things weren't in the water, though, were they? I mean,
look, man, I just want to know: are the sharks?
And they're not. They don't really
laying
do
eggs?
the. They don't really do the teeth thing so much as they do the weird punchy thing out of their mouth. It's not really. Is that a giant tooth? I didn't think it was.
Do the sharks lay eggs in people? That's all I need to know. All right, because if it's the case, I'm getting out of this fucking boat,
No.
and I am
Okay, not
becoming
classical
a
sharks,
land
but
pirate.
Can we
there
say
are
yes?
some sea life
See what
that
happens?
will do that, just not sharks
The
involved.
sharks
No,
can't get me on
Take
land.
them to the dog. He
Yes,
knows.
absolutely. Sharks lay eggs in people. Let's see what comes.
Look, I'm pretty sure sharks don't, but I'm pretty sure something does. We have a stream that just came in. Before we go into that, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to start something you haven't seen in a while. It's the grind. Additionally,
We were
appreciate it.
already grinding, but not like in a sexual way. We were
Is that really
grinding.
what we were doing?
We were
Yes,
grinding a show.
painful, grating friction was taking place. But that's not relevant to what I was trying to say. Furthermore, we appreciate your support, kind audience viewers who are keeping this going. And we understand that times are tough. So, you can always just tell your friends, tell your enemies, ambush people with this. We have to grow this thing just to compensate the suffering.
Indeed. Gan donated 5 Cygnus to tell me, Thief! Please take this opportunity to lash out upon the Hobo Meister. Avenge thy potency.
Lash Out has been activated for this. Well,
Mark, you have been decked out in the skins of thine victims, and it shall be no more, for I shall avenge the potato kin. There. That was really easy. I like that. Thief was secretly grinding a shark. No, I wasn't! You can't prove it! This is not a shark. This is a seat of sitting. It has no shark-like properties whatsoever. It has 4 legs and a level surface for my behinky to sit upon.
Sharks don't have legs. They don't have legs.
Exactly, so it's not a shark. There we go.
They also can't climb onto boats, so I think
Exactly.
they're fine from the egg-laying sharks.
I saw Jaws the documentary. They absolutely can climb onto boats, okay? And that's part of the reason why I got the biggest fucking boat that I could find, is because I did not want the sharks to be able to climb onto my boat all willy-nilly like, right?
So not a documentary. Once again, I've told you this. They're not every movie from their realm is a documentary. There's a rating system.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you. It looked real.
No, I've seen that rating system. I'm pretty sure R stands for really good.
No, it stands for really real.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
stands for.
Well, I didn't really look into it that much. But
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Glad we sorted that out.
I also don't understand the ones with the PG. I'm like, are they talking about me? How does this relate to me?
Pentagast.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I'm like, Pentagast? There's nothing about me in this. How would they know? How could they make films about me? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Why would anyone want to make a film about you? That is a better question.
That's the even better question. Why would anyone?
The thing I enjoy about this revelation that this means by Thief's logic porn is a documentary.
Right? It is. I've seen them. Plenty of them. Human interactions in their world are rather odd and inauthentic.
Do you think this many people are going after their step relatives? Please don't answer that question.
I've seen enough to know that they are.
Oh, I made myself grossed out.
You're grossed out. I mean, I'm not condoning it, ladies and gentlemen. Rest assured that is not smiled upon here in Brine. In fact, if you live to be of age to actually engage in the sexual acts, predominantly you don't live that long to survive past that point, because you either contract some sort of venereal disease and or die in childbirth, and or contract another venereal disease, and or leave because someone else is pregnant by your...
Or just leave because you live in the brine.
Right. It's not a fun place to be. You wonder why I left to be on a boat all the time. So
Kinda
there
like,
are sharks that can climb onto boats.
It's kind of like a shark's womb in a way. It's basically survival of the fittest in there.
Indeed. And you're gonna find some tough motherfuckers here. There. I'm not there right now.
Wendigo says, "Stepbrother, I'm stuck in the washing machine."
What's a washing machine?
Oh, come on. That was right in the title.
What about the tunnel? The tunnel. Ba-dum-bum-ba-ba. Have you seen the documentaries about Camp Crystal Lake? Indeed, I have. And may I say, that man was doing the world a service.
Yeah, I mean, the screaming just never fucking stopped. It was really annoying.
Right? And he was the one putting a stop to all of that really annoying teenager tomfoolery. It was brilliant. Ah. And look at that, we have another dono. Thank you from JTRW, who donated 5 signets to say, activate Masochist Mask on the thief. My body is ready. Oh, is it? Oh, is it JTRW? Oh, is it? Well, it doesn't
Mask.
to me. Wait, did you not activate it yet?
There we go.
Oh, hold on. Okay. JTRW, your body is ready. Then show me. Drop down, give me 20 squats, and then sit-ups, and then push-ups. The last thing that I know about that people do that's fitnessy. All right? And then run 10 miles. Show me that your body is ready. Because until you do that, I will not be rest assured that your body is, in fact, ready to deal with the dishing out of my deplorable, dangerous, and absolute dastardly deviousness. You will never be ready. Never. Not in a million words. Not in a million times. Never.
The Great Impatient Wash appreciates a little bit of alliteration.
I know, right? I was just trying
to... You're admitting that the Great Impatient Wash is the actual way to go, not the Great Sphincter.
No, I'm appreciating that you're appreciating my alliteration. It has nothing to do with appreciating a false deity.
Sure it does.
We do not worship false idols in this household.
Oh,
hail the Great Sphincter!
Had nothing to do with this.
And the holy potato.
I didn't know we were here. I didn't expect us to be here. We're here now.
The most succulent and orange of potatoes.
Look, in this conflict of imaginary deities, I remain on Team Wash just because they probably smell better.
I mean, by default, pretty much.
You chose a side.
You bask in the in the filtered remains, watery graves of the fallen potatoes. And
Wash your Great Sphincter!
Wait, you can't just combine both of the religions like that. That's not how this works. That is unacceptable. I do not agree.
And all of a sudden, Arcturus is Mormonism.
I now represent the Unified Church of the Wash Great Sphincter.
Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. I don't appreciate this, chat. Make him stop. Please make him stop. It hurts my very soul. This is blasphemy.
All this came from an Amazon review.
We are quite aren't we? I must say.
An Amazon review from like 3 fucking weeks ago.
Oh gosh, it's never going away, is it?
I told you, anybody that's in my Discord, I told you I'm not forgetting about the Great.
It's here to stay. Well, you know what? So is the Great Sphincter. It is here and puckered, ready.
Not lube though. That's blasphemy.
Who are you? You filthy blasphemer to say what is or is not.
No.
How dare you? Don't disrespect my religion like that.
Disrespect whatever I want. It's gonna make me. Hoe. The hoe that digs the potatoes.
you deign to disrespect
Ergo Jordan.
gods. Which side are you on?
I don't know as I have a side. I might have to go with Wash just because I really worry about the Great Sphincter and how open it is. I mean, it's the great.
I literally just said it was puckered. All right,
Yes,
that is the exact opposite.
No,
Oh,
I don't
open.
think so. It's an open religion. It takes all newcomers, and I don't think I want to be a part of that.
It doesn't though.
What?
Yeah,
It
I
The
don't
doesn't.
think
mechanics are
so.
started at present, but you can see why. Nevertheless, it is.
It literally doesn't. It does not put out. I swear. I swear on the Great Sphincter that it is puckered and unready for
Right.
any
See?
new.
That's why
visitors.
I don't
Not
want to be a
when
part of
Wash
it.
is done with it.
I think that I'm just.
Well, what the fuck, Pentagas? I can't win. All right, either we're too slutty or we're too prudish for
There's
you.
just yes. That there's. I don't.
There
know.
is no winning.
indecisive. I'm indecisive. Okay.
Okay, well,
I can't-
when you figure it out, you can come back to this button.
No.
I've been laughing at it now for 5 minutes straight. There's no way at this point. Very.
Oh no. God, what have we done?
We are puckered. We are dry. We are unready.
I wasn't either.
Welcome to the side quest. We're Puckered Dry and Unready.
No.
We're gonna have to tell our manager to put that on the t-shirt. I bet that's gonna sell a lot.
Puckered Dry and Unready. The
Oh, that's the title of the show.
Oh, there we go. We found it.
Already set.
Oh no.
I'll plunder your sphincter.
No. I've got nothing. I don't even know right now. Oh
Maybe it's,
Chat, if
I don't
you're
know
enjoying
who to
these
take
moments,
damage
feel
from,
free to
because-
clip them out.
I don't know whose joke it was at this point.
no. I don't either.
I don't know.
That
you're
it was
enjoying
all me.
Please give me $5. I'm gonna die.
Oh.
Oh, I think I might actually be tearing up a little bit. that got me.
Yeah, I'm in crime and make. We're all gonna fucking die at the same time.
How
Yeah.
did we get here? How do we always get here? I feel like we find ourselves perpetually in a state of utter
That's
disarray.
because all paths lead to the Great Wash.
No. All paths, literally, quite honestly, lead to the sphincter. You will find yourself, maybe not face to face, but hand to butthole with the sphincter.
Look, it's very clear
Within the
Great
next 24
Wash
hours, I
prepares
can
you.
assure you.
The Great Wash
You know-
prepares you and the Great Sphincter.
You know, chat, Fiza is reluctant to admit this, but she engages with our Lord and Savior, the Great Sphincter, on a daily basis, sometimes 3 to 4 times a day. This is the truth. This is the way.
What the fuck is happening on the screen? I got distracted.
What?
Engaging.
Is this what coitus is?
No.
Ostensibly, they swear no. But, no, you can see why people might have gotten just a touch
More
confused.
accurate. Is this what missionary position is? Because that actually looks more accurate. There's a bunch of missionaries and there's a woman lying on top of a man. Like, do they watch?
I don't know what to say.
Is that what missionary position is?
It could be. You don't know.
Reputedly, From a supposedly unreliable source, a pastor asked a married couple struggling to conceive to have sex inside the church in full view of the congregation so they can also pray for them to conceive. That's the story. However, the church has a different one, and there's a mystery to solve.
Yeah, that sounds like the pastor's barely disguised fetish. Or the couple's.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Is this an exercise
I mean,
in some way? In any way? Doesn't matter.
Well, it looks like you could burn some calories doing that. Curiously, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I have a question. Is this how you get an orgy? Because this seems like how you get an orgy.
No, I am an expert in orgies, and that is either the world's shittest orgy or not an orgy.
Right,
It
typically
might be
orgies.
just starting, right?
This could have been taken at the absolute beginning of the orgy, and the cameraman decided not to take any more pictures following that because he decided to join. But we don't know. We weren't there.
Quite the audience, especially in a church. That is what it appears to be. Look. It looks really bad. Let's be fair, real bad.
The guy.
No, we can definitely. What is the word that I'm looking for when you like rehabilitate? Rehabilitate. We can rehabilitate this story somehow. All right, Fiza, how do we rehabilitate this story?
I don't know, but neither one of them look like they're into it because the pastor's like shoving her head down on him, and he's like doing this.
Had to guess. You're up next. How do we rehabilitate this image?
Rehabilitate?
Yes. How do we make it
Like
good PR?
unlearn its ways? Or
No. How do we turn this from horrific sexual coercion at the hands of authority figures into something less egregious than that? How do we rehabilitate this?
I don't know if you can.
I think you should let the wheels turn for a bit. I actually know exactly how I can prove the church's case, what's actually going on here, but I want to read this stream next.
Yes. Thank you to JTRW for the donation of 3.50 sigmas to say use tree fitty because the Pentagast.
Thank you.
I think that means that you get. Is that a health potion? That's not quite a health potion, is it?
It's just tree fitty.
It's just tree fitty.
Yeah.
Goddamn blackness monster.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay. I don't know what it probably doesn't get me anything, but that's okay. It's just
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Fair
but you get absolutely nothing for that. You are absolutely shafted, sir.
I'm okay with that.
I want to hear why this was happening. I need to hear it.
Well, according to the church in question, what happened is that the photo is first off depicting two women, not a man and a woman. Apparently the woman that was being laid on had passed out during service, and as a result, the pastor had a female minister lay on top of her, apparently inspired by a Bible chapter in which the prophet Elisha lay on the body of a dead boy while pleading God to restore his spirit. So that's their story, and they're sticking to it, and I think I can actually prove it.
Oh.
Right. So that doesn't help the fact that I think this is the pastor's barely disguised fetish, the fact that it's two women.
Yeah, I'm not ruling that out at all, but I would note, if you look carefully at this photo, and I'm afraid I've left all my pointing implements in the black key. I'm fine though. I can just use my finger like some pathetic teenager.
That's an
In
elbow.
case, look.
That's a titty. That's a necktie. That is the edge of the frame. That is a black shirt. That's also a black shirt.
They're wearing a lot of
Hair.
black shirts.
That's a hair. That is a butt. More butt. Less butt. Front butt. Back butt. Leg. Ankle. You have a foot fetish?
Foot! The heel is up. Who could possibly pork in that position? Because that belongs to someone lying on top of the other person.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I have a theory for what this is.
Really shit CPR.
No. So, I have heard it told me that sometimes on occasion women's periods will sync up if they are in close proximity to each other.
Yep,
and if this is in fact a woman, No.
Can't. The secrets.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's just say that it's a fertility ritual in an effort to synchronize female watches.
This is how women synchronize their periods, really?
Nope. You heard nothing. And thank you, JTRW, for the aptly timed 350 Signas. 350 for Ak! Just because.
I grudgingly tolerate this. Because I'm not a whore like Pentacast.
Question:
Well-
one heck of a christening ceremony. They're doing it before the baby's even born.
I have another theory about. I think I might have come up with a possible spin to rehabilitate the story that you asked me for so long ago. I just recalled something from. It's an Earthrealm game. This could be the worst game of Limbo ever. Possibly. There's no bar. They didn't have the money for it. They're trying to use the blanket. They're failing. I don't know. It's the only thing I can come up with to try and make it less.
So essentially,
What it
London
is.
Bridge has fallen down.
Sure.
CPR class, and this, kids,
Wait,
is where you don't do CPR.
Did this happen in the Kingdom of Uck? Is that what you're saying?
Brazil.
Oh, my mistake.
Mhm.
You mentioned the London Bridge.
So I think we've proven the church's case that there's no actual porking going on here, but one of the many ways they went wrong, and oh boy did they, wrong in so many ways, they seem to have put a blanket over them, or is, hold on, that's a red dress, isn't it? She's wearing a red skirt.
Oh,
That
wait,
doesn't
no,
help.
wait a sec. It might just be one of those red flippy thingies that bullfighters use in
Looks like a
Spain, I think?
table claw.
So it's human bullfighting.
I'm betting
Oh.
it's actually a dress, because I can't imagine why they put a blanket over no naughty contact.
I want to say it's human bullfighting because there's a red blanket underneath them both as well.
So you're
She
calling them
passed
bull
out,
dykes?
They picked her up and put her on the frickin'. So they had one red blanket that they put her on the stage, but not a second red blanket to cover her butt. I think they had 2 red blankets.
But the reds don't quite match up. I'm personally guessing on skirt, resulting in this perfect storm of stupidity. Any case, who would like to go next?
Mine is underwhelming compared to what we just did. So let me get it over with, I guess. Cool.
Do it.
Yeah, it's the headstone one.
Oh, that's the first one. Well, very good then.
Well, which one do you have? That's fine.
No, hold on. Here we go. I found it. Just look, my crystal's a little bit broken. We've been over this before, but I can deliver.
A hidden swear word on a headstone has stirred controversy in this Iowa community. Like, the article is not as funny as the fucking headstone.
What's
Specifically, the picture of the headstone and the fact that they, if you zoom in, look what they censored.
Forever in our hearts until
Yeah.
we meet again. Something memories known
I
as.
got, I'll read it.
Okay.
I got it. Forever, Owens, forever in our hearts until we meet again. Cherished memories known as our son, brother, father, papa, uncle, friend, and cousin. But if you zoom into the picture just for a second.
Oh,
Do
I
it.
think they should get the idea and then look also.
All right,
like
yeah,
magic.
they blurred out the U and the K for the sake of the article for our delicate fucking failings, and I just find that fucking hilarious. But yeah, some fun shit from the article. A loving message on a headstone in a cemetery in Polk County, Iowa, hides a not so decent joke in honor of the deceased man's unique sense of humor.
Oh, I see it.
Humor. It says fuck off. It says fuck off if you go with the first letter of every sentence.
I love it.
I
That's
defended only that they censored it on a gravestone. The man died to put that there. Honor the dead man's request.
A man had to die for this to become a reality.
I
How
totally
dare
agree.
you?
And this family knew this man to a fucking T. Forever and ever, yeah. This seemingly normal text is aligned to the first letter of every sentence spells fuck off. The message has led to pushback from the Camp Township trustees who oversee the cemetery and also have no fucking sense of humor whatsoever.
Right?
Owen's family says the text is intended to be known to his dry humor and sometimes prickly attitude. Owen's. Blah, blah. Okay, hang on. I need to get to the part. Daughter Lindsay Owens explains that friends and family members love to tease her father and get him fired up, and he uses a term of endearment. A few days before the headstone was to be placed, Camp Town trustees told them it would not be installed because of the profanity. The memorial company that produced the headstone installed it anyways. Cause fuck the trustees. That's fucking funny. And anybody that passes that gravestone from here to whenever the fuck eternity will look at it and be having a terrible day and then get a laugh out of it. So he's doing a service in death.
Indeed.
Leave this man's headstone alone, you fucking wet blankets.
They're a bit cowardly about it too. The representative that is pushing to remove this headstone doesn't want to be named because they're concerned about potential backlash, even though they're presently pushing their own backlash over a man who died to have a tombstone that really is very subtle. Very subtle. Far subtler than anyone here.
Most people would miss that. Allowing the headstone to remain in place could act as kind of slippery slope towards allowing more hateful messages to be placed in the cemetery. I don't think most people want their loved one's headstone to say fuck off. I'm going to say that that's kind of a niche thing. Just going out on a limb there. But hey, there's a headstone with a chocolate chip cookie recipe on it, so, you know.
Now, if this keeps up, I'm going to insist, well, no one will care about my tombstone.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're gonna have a tombstone?
I'd like one. For... I have another string lobotomy to read, by the way.
String lobotomy.
I'm just gonna knock it out. Thank you to JTRW for the donation of $3.50. $3.50 for Pfizer.
Oh, thank you.
And then fourth donation from JTRW. $3.50 Signas for to me to say blah 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 blah. And finally, $3.50 for the thief. You get $3.50. You get $3.50. Everybody get $3.50. Rated R, which is the rating that is really real.
Oh, are we muted?
Dude, Ark muted.
Why are we muted? What happened?
Arcturus!
Ark!
Ark! Return the sound right now. Right now.
The fuck?
Can they not hear us for reals? Oh, did I just sing to the audience the song of my people?
I think you did. I start telling the mute ending.
Oh wow, okay, so I just...
It was only for a few
funny
seconds.
Because you weren't muted, but I might as well be, because I even told you this the time!
That was beautiful. That was one of a kind. That moment, it happened here, chat, live, and in stereo for everybody here. And I hope you were listening, because that's never happening again quite the same. It was natural, it was beautiful, and it'll never ever happen quite that way ever again. It was
People
so
are gonna
organic.
try. They're gonna be like randomly yelling mute in the chat to see if we do it again.
Thief does have a lovely voice. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments because I thrive off of them. Because I'm all about me. Speaking of me has to read this from Gan, who donated 5 Signas to say, I just realized that a pirate ship would probably be a terrible place for keeping potatoes. Ark, please accept a lash out at the point titrate. I think you tried to combine potato and pirate, and I'm not doing this word justice. Hang on, let me try it one more time. Potirate. Wait, does that mean I'm a tirade? No, it's spelled Potirate. quote, tirade.
Activating.
I resent the implication that I deserve this, by the way. Also.
Oh, you
You
surely
can definitely keep potatoes on a shit. Fuck you.
Look, you're talking about things you deserve, and they're all positive things, but no one who's paid any attention whatsoever believes that for a second. Other things you deserve, let's see, death by horse in ways I can't articulate on Crystal, pirating by pirates, like pirates rob your ship, and then sell you off in pieces, ideally. Let's see, run over by a pack of rabid brown cat gnomes. Drowning. Drowning's probably number one right there.
Yeah, okay. I can swim. Fuck you. Shows how much you good are at insulting.
You're forgetting about the sharks. We're not going back into that.
Okay, but there's a difference between being eaten alive by a shark and drowning, and Ark specifically articulated drowning, not being eaten alive by a shark. Therefore, fuck you, I can swim. Yeah,
Fair
got
enough.
him. Ha!
Yeah.
What now?
I hope you can swim for a very, very long time. That's all.
I have enough boobs to be buoyant for quite a while.
Sort of life preserver.
That's good, because that was fatal.
is. What?
That would that mean that I would float like face down and drown?
I hope she's gone now. Bye, people. I think so.
Thief's gone. Thief's gone! Party starts!
This is very
This
very stuttered. I didn't. Yeah, I don't.
Everybody worship the
That
Great
was
Walk.
surreal and almost disturbing to watch. It didn't look very painful.
All hail to the great and patient wash.
Heretic, the church is unified. Don't you be a wash great sphincter divisionist.
You know what the other hand motion is for the great and patient wash? That.
I didn't know
Like
that there were
says, and fuck off.
like do those gestures like grant you power or anything?
God, I hope so.
Okay,
That's what I was promised.
all right. Well,
The dragon.
good. Yeah. I hope that all works out. I do.
The thief will, climb back up, probably before the crew notices and uses it for chum. And
The
since
only-
they're dead, I think that means that you have to take things forward on the whole grind thing, Pendergast.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta give me this one. I don't have any magic powers. The even closest thing that I have to a magic power is this great and patient wash fucking dream shit. And it might be a hallucination from brain damage. So just let me have the win, okay? I know he's not just a plastic bank on Amazon. Don't be mean to me. I demand you be nice to me.
I would just like to state for the record in chat that the implication that death face was my thief orgasm face, and that Ark could make me make that face is wrong and disgusting, and how dare you make that implication.
How would they know that? Was anyone looking at your face?
They were looking at my face. I see it in the chat. Was that the female orgasm? Is the thief generous with screenshots? Didn't know the thief had on board.
It's fitting that
Obviously,
they
None
have
of those
sexual
comments mean
innuendo.
they were looking at your face.
The thief
Yeah.
has the weirdest orgasm faces. I can see
Okay,
the
well,
chat.
that they were looking at your face, weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, then that just proves that they've never seen a female orgasm.
And it's a bit of a moot point. No one will know if I could, because I never would. I would rather absolutely take a cheese grater to my testicles first. That's not happening either, but I would happen first.
What?
Oh, I was gonna volunteer.
Wait.
No,
What
that
about-
wasn't asking for volunteers.
I was gonna
I-
volunteer to help him with that. Yes, Pentagast.
No. What?
He's not
Just-
taking the cheese grater to your testicles. He's taking the cheese grater to his
What?
testicles, and I'm
But
volunteering
why?
to hold him in place while he takes the cheese grater to his desk.
That's a really, really strange way to, like, indulge in one's personal time, don't you think?
No,
I mean,
Actually,
like
you know what would
stressing
be just
activities
desserts?
I would find more pleasant.
If it was a potato peeler instead of a cheese grater.
You know what would be really, really fucking
less
funny is if
unpleasant.
you just left a review on Amazon that's just like 10 of 10, cheese grater grates nuts just fine. And that would absolutely be fine. And
Verified buyer.
verified buyer, grates nuts just fine.
No. It does great with the nuts.
I don't, yeah, okay.
Someone buy a cheese grater.
Yes! God, fuck yeah! I did it again! Woo! Yeah!
I'm taking damage, aren't I?
I can always count on Pentagast to laugh at my jokes that
I
aren't
can't.
great.
Strictly speaking, you not only took damage, it killed you.
That cough's coming back.
Note. Buy cheese grater on Amazon.
Change
Great.
of plan. Pentagast is now croaked. Thief has apparently killed him, meaning that it's basically up to Thief to carry this whole grind thing forward.
That was by design, I'll have you know. Entirely by my design. So we're doing the toilet paper story, right?
If you wish, it shall be done.
Let's do the toilet paper story. Now, did you click the initial link that I sent you, or did you click the follow link that I sent? Like the follow link embedded in the link that I sent you? The link to the link. No, the other link. The link embedded in that link. It is at the bottom. It's at the bottom. I didn't notice it until no, up. Ah. Okay,
This was
stop.
not-
Down. It's the blue one. Right there above comments.
This one?
Yes.
This has not been discussed.
I
Why did you do this to me, Thief? Why did you send me a link
Because-
with a link in it and not the link directly? Why the link in the link is the one I'm supposed to go to, but you send me a link to the thing that isn't the link that's supposed to go to, but I sent the link to the link in the link.
because I know it causes you such anguish and I live for it.
She was too lazy to copy and paste it.
That too. I probably should have actually looked at what the contents of the link was before I linked you the thing, and I literally just took the headline and I was like, oh, that seems fascinating. Let's read that story. The headline of which is, chat, man reportedly burned toilet paper and caused a wildfire in this Arizona city spanning over 20,000 acres. I can't read. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be a difficult word to get through, but we're gonna do it together. Chad, hold my hand. Yes, there you go. Right there. It's sweaty and it's a little bit sausage fingery, but it's okay. We'll get through this together. A man camping in the Coconino National Forest allegedly caused a wildfire that burned over 20,000 acres. So literally, we're just rehashing the headline once again. Why do reporters do that?
You know,
I
I
don't
demand
know.
some amends for the grief you put me through. I must insist you tell us who wrote this.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, it only feels just. Okay. Let me see.
Allow me to help you.
No. I don't need help. I don't need the likes of you to
sure.
help me with my reading comprehension. Gitanjali Punya.
We apologize to the entire subcontinent of India.
I did my best. That is
dumb.
my best.
We are dumb and there's lots of syllables. Please bear with us.
There were a great many syllables in that. I think actually over 75% of that entire name, like from first to last to the end of the last to the beginning of the first, was just syllables. Let's see. 1,
People at
2,
home can read the
3,
name and say it however they like.
5,
It's not our fault.
7,
We didn't
8
even that.
syllables. Holy fuck. A wildfire in Flagstaff, Arizona has destroyed more than 20,000 acres, leading to hundreds of evacuations. Authorities arrested a Louisiana man on Sunday in connection with the fire, which is being called the Pipeline Fire. You figure that one out, kids.
Someone said Vindaloo is blasphemy for the Great Sphincter, so I'm assuming that's what happens when you eat Vindaloo. You get the Great Pipeline Fire.
I don't know. I do not know. Anyways, Matthew Risler, 57, ignited toilet paper with a Bic lighter at a campsite in the Coconino National Forest, per Newsweek. He reported admittedly to seeing the no campfire signs. That dastardly. Now, Chet, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to give me the real reason why this man was burning toilet paper in a national forest, other than keeping himself warm. Why was this man disposing of toilet paper in the most permanent way possible? And
I
also
know.
my co-host
Look.
can also make suggestions as well.
The head is so ridiculous, what they call a plague. It's absolutely laughable. But one of the first things that happened when it started is they hoarded tons of toilet paper for some reason. And you just need to clear the space out once it was over. It's like, what else are you going to do with it, really?
I hate that explanation. Next.
Maybe he was trying to drive the toilet paper prices back to like pandemic height levels.
Perhaps. Next!
Price fixing.
Was I supposed to come up with something? I didn't.
Yeah, pending as yours was coming up. So we'll come back to you. Chat, what are your excuses? Wing night gone wrong. Because of autism. He couldn't open a window after a real stinker.
So, what? I guess he burned it all, right? Is that what you're saying?
He burned enough toilet paper to cause a forest fire that burned 20,000 acres of national forest.
To be sure, if this is Arizona, Arizona is anything like the desert here, it probably only took one very small piece of toilet paper to start a fire.
Nonetheless, he is an impressive arsonist, if I do say so myself. Most arsonists wait their entire lives to start fires of this magnitude and are not successful.
Considering the method of ignition, I'd say he's a rather shitty arsonist.
Indeed, Fiza.
But he was an even worse firefighter. Apparently he tried putting out a sleeping bag because he was homeless and been camping in the forest for days. Notably, this is why you don't invest your life savings in toilet paper.
I think I just figured out why he's burning toilet paper. That was one stinky fire.
He was liquidating excess COVID stores from Race Jacobson. Indeed. What are you gonna do with all that toilet paper? You certainly can't make use of it any other way at all. Absolutely none. I can't think of one. Nope.
I have one.
Yeah? Shoot.
Burial shrouds for all the potatoes you're going to put in the ground.
You could mummify a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
It's a burial sheet, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
And it wouldn't have burned that way. Probably take up a lot more space, though.
Fair enough. Did we get everyone's suggestions for what this man was really doing with his toilet paper? I would like to know. Anyway, authorities said he also had marijuana in his truck, which is illegal on federal land, though legal in Arizona. The toilet paper was later found in the center console of the vehicle. Chat, you now have more information. Give me an updated reasoning.
He's taking a dump in the center console of his truck.
That seems way too obvious, Fiza, but I'll grant you that.
Just like hovering over the shift? Seems uncomfortable. And then you slip and everything's just terrible.
I have no more theories on this. I don't know.
Ark, your revised theory on the matter?
He was using the toilet paper to wrap marijuana in?
You're right. Actually, I have no idea.
That
But we'll continue.
seems like the worst possible way to make a blend. Like the worst possible thing that you could pick, short of
He's
like paper
homeless.
that-
He started a
cyanide.
forest fire with toilet paper. How wise do you think this gentleman is?
I mean, just like look for a motel and go into an unlocked room and get a fucking Bible. There's so many points, like a fucking steal a newspaper. Those are all shitty options, and they're better than toilet paper.
No, I still think that toilet paper is a rather shitty option if we're being honest.
Yeah, like that's the worst possible paper I can think of that to wrap it in.
Alright, chat, their suggestions are he's going to Arsonist Hall of Fame. Indeed he is, but that's not a suggestion. Failed blunt roll. Hoe possession. He had a really bad aim when trying to hotbox. Again with the toilet paper joints. Covering nipples with it. Making a blunt out of a cactus. I love this game. I'm gonna make this a new game.
Hold on.
Alright, and then
Cactus
I
were
think
mentioned. It's like turning cactus into a bomb, because I think they've done that.
You could. You hung them out.
get enough stoners together that they can engineer the fuck out of anything into a bong.
I've never done that. It's not good for groups.
Oh, Fiza.
I didn't drink the bong water after because I was drunk.
That's gross.
I know.
That's really gross.
I'm aware. It's one of the few things I'm ashamed of, actually.
Anyway, okay, so if we wanted to move on from that article, we could, or I can continue to read it in my fancy newspaper person voice.
I just want, like, I feel like you're trying to stall me from reading my article. It's like on purpose.
Do you want to read your article?
Are you? Well, I can talk about it. I don't know if, like, do you want me to not talk about it?
No, I don't care what you do with your time, petting ass. Read the damn article.
Well, I can.
Don't let me stop you.
No, that's fine. I just,
Yeah.
you know, I thought maybe it was
Well,
like
the thief
touching on a...
requested, it's your show, Pendergast. Good. There you go.
Right,
Good to go.
right. Yes, the Morbius fans. It's an interesting thing. I found it funny, just that Morbius is the gift that keeps on giving at the moment, you know? And you don't have to remind many Morb heads that the film's pretty much bombed at the box office. I mean, making 163 million on a budget of 75 doesn't sound like a lot, but it doesn't sound like a bomb to me. But anyway, yes. So, yeah. How does it go? Yeah. So it spawned an ironic group of fans that relentlessly extol the virtues of Dr. Michael Morbius. Sony noticed this ironic popularity, thought they could make money off of it, and went on to make Morbius one of the very few films to bomb twice.
Till we get it to a third, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can.
I have
Yes.
a question. Which other film has bombed? Oh wait, no, it's Cats. It's Cats.
Right.
I
Right.
did see that documentary. It was horrific.
The answer came to me halfway through the question. Yep, it's Cats.
I find it interesting that the Morb heads, the devout Morb heads has started have begun a petition titled "We were all busy that weekend. Please bring Morbius to the theaters a third time." I think that's, clearly they want it, and they were just busy.
Look,
They couldn't make it.
Yeah, I thought that maybe this was some sort of advertising guy's scheme to get the movie run again, made more popular, but always that we can please bring Morbius to the theater a third time. That just really gets it across just the right cutting way.
Moreheads, at first I kind of didn't believe that Jared Leto is part of a literal cult, but now I kind of fucking do.
I think this is the start of his actual cult and the recruitment process for it. And I've just gotta say, I am digging the grind here. It actually brings a tear to my eye a little bit. I am getting a little bit emotional about the fact that it's Morbian time!
I hate
It's a
you.
good. Yes, there are many terms using Morb, which I can actually think of one. I mean, what was that? It's an old saying, what got the Morbs, which is actually, it just means you're sad or melancholy.
It's a rather morbid thought.
Yeah,
If I do say so myself.
yeah. I don't know.
How could you not know?
According to this article, the petition is only at 871 signatures, but
See,
So,
that,
ladies and
they're
gentlemen,
trying to reach 1,000. I
that
don't know.
is exactly the amount of people in Jared Leto's cult.
Ladies and
871.
gentlemen, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to sign this petition to get them to get Hollywood to bring this film back to theaters for a third consecutive time,
I think it's,
and to get it to bomb. Please, I need this to happen in my lifetime. If it doesn't, I will be severely disappointed in all of you. So,
put in the
sign
comments, we desperately don't want to see this because of sheer fucking irony.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to see it, but we want to see it come back and bomb once again.
I
They
think
deserve
it's
to lose more money.
A third time's a
want-
charm.
I want to see what it's like to be the only person in a theater.
Well, there you go. We need to get this in theaters again so that when VII gets over there, she can have special time in the abandoned theater.
It's my lifelong dream to stick it to the man.
Special happy fun time in abandoned theater. It's like to your
How
own
much-
perspective.
How much of a fun time can you really have in an abandoned theater? I mean, there's popcorn everywhere, and that's not really conducive of a good time.
Yeah, not that
I
kind of
assume
fun time.
VII expects to get sticky anyway, so.
Wait, you don't get
Yeah,
sticky
no,
with
not that-
popcorn. You get slippery with popcorn because it's full of butter. You dumb fuck.
I kind of just wanted to smuggle in booze, to be quite honest.
That's fair.
Well, this is not a movie anyone's going to watch sober if they can avoid it, I think. And isn't this the second time this Leto fellow's turned up the news? I think, he was the most unlikable Joker previously. Now he's the most unlikable whatever this is.
I want to see if I can get drunk enough that this movie can actually be enjoyable.
Okay, I will pledge right here, right now, chat, if we could get Morbius to come back to theaters for a third time, I will sing the entirety of the Cats musical in a cat costume. For you.
Someone clip that and go put it on Twitter.
I will do it,
okay.
if it happens.
Who
I
asked
want
for
it that bad. I want it to happen so bad, and I need to incentivize the people. This is how I incentivize the people.
That's
I have misgivings about doing this, but at the sheer demand, I put the change.org petition link into chat.
This is
All
so
right.
important to me, chat. That is how important it is. No nipple showing, but that that is what I will do if this succeeds a third time.
We'll be
Alright.
making history, chat. You don't understand. History. We're not even in your world yet!
I'll even do the whole like kitty snot thing too.
Oh no.
Did you see Cats?
No
Do you know?
clips that I know.
I will do it.
Oh.
No, it's not because I have a cat costume and don't know what to do with it. That's not the reason whatsoever.
Is there a butthole in the cat costume?
I'll be
Pfizer, that's not the
my
correct term
butthole
for
cannot
it.
sing.
It's called a strategically placed hole.
It's called the Great Sphincter.
My great sphincter will not be on camera
Wait.
for all to see. Sorry.
Disappointing.
the Great
My-
Sphincter is a cat?
No.
Why would you think that? It's
Why?
obviously a jackal.
Where's a jackal?
What is it? Okay. I don't know what to think about all of that. Anyway,
Don't think, just exist. Just embrace the great sphincter. Or
No.
no, be
No.
embraced by the great sphincter.
no. We've had this discussion. I don't like the way you're laughing.
Oh no, damn it.
Be embraced by the great sphincter.
Are we gonna
I'm just
pass
look
up
at what
the
I
fact-
have in line next, and
Yeah, so whose article is next?
okay, I'll need to go last on this next one. So, who would like to go next?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go back to the discussion of weed and weed-related topics.
I don't know what weed is. I am a sweet, innocent child of the great
Goblin
sphincter.
grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and no one believes you about being innocent about it.
I have
Alright.
never done a single bad thing in my entire life.
The Thai chicken thing, please.
Okay.
There we go. Cannabis replaces antibiotics as chicken farmers in Lampang go organic, which sounds like a fucking Mad Lib.
How do you?
I don't know either. That's why I actually went and looked at the fucking article, because I'm genuinely interested in how weed and chickens go together, other than a really fucking funny time. No funny pictures though. It's just chickens.
Yep.
Syrian.
Nothing to see here. It's a completely normal chicken picture.
Yes.
Oh,
Nothing's in the chickens. Everything is fine. It's just chickens.
it's a duck.
It's not. Siren Kahamthat, president of the Penn Lana Community Enterprise, said on Saturday that the experiment was conducted in cooperation with, oh my god,
How do
Chiang
you-
Mai University's Faculty of Agriculture. That was the best I could do.
Chiang Mai.
She said
Like a
farmers
snowtonia, so you're doing your best.
You
Yep.
just kind of merge the I and the A together, and then it creates this
Mm.
sound.
She said farmers opted for marijuana after their brood was found suffering from avian bronchitis, despite being injected with antibiotics. Upon consuming cannabis, the chickens developed higher immunity against disease and were able to withstand inclement weather. I wonder if that tracks the goblin grass. If so, that explains why I'm so healthy. Eventually, the community enterprise decided to do away with antibiotics and only feed their chickens cannabis. I know it's wrong, but I'm picturing chickens with tiny joints. Or like a group bong, like a group feeder, except it's a bong. And I know they're putting it in the
No one was disturbed by that second image that came up. They're forming an army.
Indubitably.
I mean, there's always a lot of chickens.
Chickens
Yeah, but
breed
they're-
like fucking rabbits,
but
except
that-
they're birds.
Okay,
they were like
Look
they
at
were
those
regimented
cocks.
and like there was structure.
she said chicken rice made from cannabis-fed chickens has received a good response, adding that the enterprise plans to sell roast chickens in the future. So they're selling pre-roasted chickens.
Meta-roasted chickens.
Roasted chickens, not
Roasted
baked.
roast chickens.
Baked roast chicken. Sear added that products meet demands of consumers who want healthy and organic food, and also possibly a very cheap edible. I'm done. That's where the funny ends.
I'd like to point out I do rather enjoy baked chicken though. Baked chicken is very good.
Indeed, it is. I rather enjoy it myself, especially when it's got some nice hat cheese on top of
And
it.
let's make it even. Oh god damn it!
Yeah, I mean, fried chicken is a little different. I don't
Fried
know
baked
what
chicken,
they put in the.
roast
I don't
baked
know what they feed those chickens. I think I might have had too much of it though. It's definitely affected my brain.
Has it turned you into a chicken?
I think I'm fried the way they were, possibly.
That's your hat.
No,
I'm
but
afraid.
simply to them, he's baked.
No, I'm not baked. I'm definitely fried. I've had more fried chicken than I've ever had baked chicken.
Oh yeah, that was me. Sorry, got confused.
Yeah,
No, nothing. Anyway, what?
you or me.
Yes.
No. Anyway, who's got the next article? It's Arcturus, correct?
All right, I think someone else should go.
That would be. I think I'll go then.
Okay,
Yes.
then.
Yes.
'Cause the
And
rest of mine is just another like paragraph
That's-
about commercial
yeah,
value.
it's a rather wordy article. I found it interesting just because the writer was it's Bruce Lee. I've read about him in the Earthrealm. He's pretty.
I
pretty
thought
he was
Bruce
kind
Lee
of
just kicked butt and took names, and I
yeah.
didn't know that
He's
was
also a writer. Did you know?
he's a
so-
senior contributor, not
Oh,
just a.
Shut up and
Right?
let him read it.
Yes.
Which is
Oh my
really
God.
impressive considering
But yeah.
last I heard I thought it was dead. So
Here's why your
Ooh.
cat may be plotting to kill you. I found this interesting because
It's
Invigorating.
why is this in Forbes? Aren't they a business magazine?
right.
They're
that's
in the business of telling you why your cat may be plotting to kill you.
Yeah, I mean,
Article that I am astutely intrigued by as an
Fitting-
owner of a
fitting-
build cat.
Fittingly
Yes.
for Forbes, the cat is ready for business with that tie.
I just think about this the next time you dress your cat up to look like an elf or a little sailor.
Felines are
You know.
cutthroat business felines, and let me tell you.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if I really want to go into too much of it, but it is a little bit wordy at times. But just they put some cameras to follow the cats around, and the results were terrifying. Many of these cats were just... They're killing machines. Yeah, one in 3 cats killed prey. But, you know, somewhere around 2 kills per week. It wasn't for self-defense, though. Nearly half of them just killed them and left them to rot. So they just kill for entertainment.
The fact that cats are serial killers is like a known fact.
Yeah. So there's that. The second bit of information was that they tried to psychoanalyze domestic cats, Scottish cats, clouded leopards, and snow leopards, and African lions. Across the 5 felid species we assessed, personality structure was strikingly similar and also seemed to be related in other studies findings such as cheetahs and tigers. Basically...
Oh my.
How do you psychoanalyze the cat? Do you just like have them lay in that little chase lounge thing and then yell at them when they try to scratch the arm?
Either that, or I would guess maybe it's a leather like scratching post, possibly. Like it's a really nice one, designer or something, Italian leather or something. I don't know, but you know, basically, domestic cats are strikingly similar personality structure to large cats that will kill and eat you. So it's basically that domestic little house cats, they want to kill you, they just can't.
They gonna fuck you up, buttercup.
And that's the main thing to get out of this. I mean, what I'm trying to figure out though is, how do they have the same... I mean, we have cats in our realm. There are cats there. They're the same thing. This is a multi-dimensional organism.
Problem?
It's like, maybe it's like, you know, I mean, is it like, how many other realms is it part of? Is it a deity of some kind? So I've heard that they used to worship cats in their realm.
Are cats like a universal...
Yeah, I think when researching the hopefully still imaginary gods of their world, because I could use a break from the present, they're
Right.
like a Backstab. That's a cat god, isn't it?
Yes, that's
Perhaps.
one of them.
And
And that's what I...
is the lioness, which
Yeah,
is
that's
cat.
what, yeah, I wonder about these things. It's like, oh, how many other dimensions? Like, I mean, if we find another realm to go to, will there be cats there too, trying to kill everyone there as well? What is this, an infestation? Are cats the predominant life form of all existence? And we're like just getting in the way. You know?
Yes. The answer is yes. We are getting in the way. Cats are superior to all, and we must bow to their superiority.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
You don't have to agree. That's the beauty of it. You will just be minion. They are legion.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if you understand this, but cats are an invasive species. They are so invasive that a litter of cats can literally multiply itself 10 times before you even have yourself one offspring. They will overwhelm you in numbers, in droves that you cannot possibly fathom Pentagast. They will come for you and your family.
I
And
guess
you will only be shown more mercy should you kneel
I guess
to
I'd
their
like-
superiority.
That is Cat Lapoca.
I
Yeah.
guess what I'm
God.
I'm glad for, as far as cats, then more than anything, is I'm glad that they don't have thumbs. They can't really use their hands the way we do. Because if
But
they could, I think we'd be in trouble.
They can
Cats-
use their claws, though.
But they can't use tools.
They can.
Imagine if a cat got from our realm managed to get hold of one of Magog's wands, and could cast magic. What if they're magic user cats? That worries me.
They are.
We need to prevent this from happening.
If you
stop.
don't appreciate that cats are interdimensional capable, like traveling interdimensionally, they can do that, then you are lost, my friend.
It worries me. That's
Okay,
what I'm
hold
getting
on.
at.
My question
They
is,
should.
did our cats infest Earth, or did Earth's cats infest Voth?
No, they're just a universal constant.
Yeah.
Wherever there is a universe, there is cats, and they are the supreme being wherever they go.
Even if there's no humans.
Okay. If this article teaches you anything, then you must make sure to kill or be well removed from all the big ones, so you only feed them with cat food as opposed to feeding them with yourself.
Naturally.
Which is a bit of a misnomer because that article stressed they don't actually eat their kills. They just, eviscerate them and watch them die.
Yes. That's why I enjoy their company.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing. I don't
Quite
know.
enlightening, and I deeply appreciate it.
So this is why I have a dog that hunts my vermin, is because I do not want anything around me that's plotting to kill me. I have enough of those. Thank you very much.
Dogs can't keep very good balance on my ship. The cat is necessary.
Dogs actually make better vermin hunters.
Someone help me. They're holding me hostage. I can't escape. Oh shit. Anyway, so cats are superior.
Right.
And they have
I'm
no
not-
equal on this planet.
Don't worry, cat overlords. No one's launching a rescue operation.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They
I
can
just-
hear you.
I worry for the gods. I worry for even the Great Wash and the Great Sphincter. I don't think they can overcome cats. I really don't think they can.
The Great Sphincter is almighty.
Well, that was why I was worried before you, because I thought maybe you were saying that the Great Sphincter was a cat, and I was like, that's disturbing.
No,
It's a great cat sphincter. That's why all the cat
In
no.
fact, that is
buttholes.
incorrect. It is a great dark abyss of nothing in which everything shall disappear, never to emerge henceforth. It has a gravitational pull of a dying star. You cannot escape. It bends time, gravity, and space continuum to its whims. And there is no equal. Except maybe me, of course.
I can't really put off my next and final article any longer, but before I go into it, I want to stress that though times are really tough, on the run and hiding, I want to live. I don't want to commit suicide. I have no depressive thoughts whatsoever. This is important.
Yes.
Everyone should take notes, and this recording should be clipped and saved.
I also love myself far too much to deprive you all.
Naturally.
Exclusive family of Bill Clinton advisor who admitted Jeffrey Epstein to White House 7 times has blocked release of files detailing the death scene after he was found hanging from a tree with a shotgun blast at a ranch 30 miles from his home.
That doesn't sound suspicious whatsoever. That actually sounds pretty normal for suicides. This is the
Nothing to
first
see here. I mean, this happens all the time. Who hasn't had a friend or relative? Go on.
Two things are constant in their world. The sun will rise tomorrow, and there will be a really fucking weird death somehow tied to a Clinton.
Yeah.
That's somebody
I
question
am
to
not
ask
sad. I repeat, I am not sad.
you. We're all very happy.
All very much delighted to be here, and in no way depressed in any such form.
Oh, no. Fuck that. I invite you to test. Whatever. Fuck around, find out.
If I all of a sudden happen to wind up allegedly self-sunsetting, I will assure you that it is not of my own free will. I love myself too much.
People who are said to be the family are arguing for keeping footage and files relating to this, even the notes the police took, sealed to try and prevent a proliferation of unsubstantiated conspiracy theories. Nothing to see here, just a perfectly normal suicide. The family even said so, and are wanting to bury all the details about it because they totally believe this.
Nothing to see here, folks. Please don't dig up the records. In fact, we're going to seal them away forever so that no
It
one
was
will-
suicide. Definitely.
Right.
It was, yeah, suicide.
Mhm.
Not
100%.
what money?
What? Yeah. What money indeed? Yes, these are questions.
Right? No clue.
In the head, maybe. In the chest, how?
And which was it? Did he hang himself and while he was choking, shoot himself with the shotgun? I mean, it's really athletic, you have to say. Or did he shoot himself with the shotgun and just managed to fall back with the electrical cord wrapped around his neck? How did it... Look, wait a second.
It has been 0 days since the last Clinton kill incident.
I should take notes, really, when I get back into power. This is the sort of stuff you have to pull off, and somehow they're doing it over there. I didn't think... This is boldness I couldn't pull off.
We have 2 different counters. There's like every other politically related suicide, and then a totally separate one for the Clintons, and another one for the Kennedys.
Kennedys are...
There's something you haven't heard in a while, huh?
Right? That's old.
This because we're fucking running around of Kennedys.
Okay, one more time. I feel happy and want to live. Thief.
I feel happy and want to live.
Visor.
I love myself, and I'm not going anywhere, as far as I know.
Pentagast.
I don't know what the right answer is. I don't.
Brass balls.